I have owned this car for 5 years now, and I've done a lot to it. But honestly, it's nowhere near where I want it to be. So today I'm gonna show you guys exactly my vision for my 944 and everything I plan to do with it, so that way you guys have a better understanding of what I'm actually trying to achieve with this car. And there's quite a lot, so bear with me. But before I can get into today's video, I have a couple of announcements to go over, so let's hear it. So the first and foremost, most important announcement I think I have to make is that I am working on merch. Merchandise is coming soon in the coming weeks, so please bear with me. If you guys are excited for merch, I promise, it is coming very soon, so stay with me on that. And the only other announcement I have to make is about my weekly uploads. So there's gonna be 2 comments down in the comment section below. Both are gonna be pinned. Please go like which one you're voting on. I need you guys to like which one you're voting on. Do not like the other one if you do not agree with it. Only like the one you're voting on. What you're voting on is gonna be my new upload schedule for YouTube. I've asked this before on Instagram and TikTok on what I should do, but I figured I'd go ahead and ask you guys who actually watch the YouTube videos and not the people who are on just Instagram or just on TikTok. So I want your guys' opinion. Ever since I started uploading on this channel again earlier this year, I have uploaded every single Saturday at 12 o'clock. Now I have missed 2 weeks in this time frame, so that's what's got me thinking on a new upload schedule. I don't know if I should continue to upload every single week, or if I should upload bi-weekly, or if I should upload whenever I can get a video fully done. So that could end up being more than one time a week, or that could end up being only one time a month. The reason I'm asking is the problem I'm having with uploading every single week is I don't feel like I'm hitting the quality standards I want to. I would love to have movie level productions every single week, but the problem is between filming and editing and trying to get all of the outside work and the marketing done for each YouTube video, it's really hard to do that in the week. On top of trying to do Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the other, social platforms, it's extremely hard to keep up with all of it as a one-man show. So I'm coming straight to the source of the YouTube viewers and subscribers to see what you guys think. So please let me know, go vote down below, and also feel free to let me know your opinions by replying to any comment you want, so that way I can hear you guys out. But with that said, I do have a lot of YouTube videos planned, and I really hope you guys do enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Before I get too far into this though, I would like to note that I'm talking specifically about this 944, this VIN number exactly. I'm not talking about future builds. I'm not talking about possible LS swaps or anything like that. This is specifically what I'm going to do to this exact car, so you guys have a better understanding of everything you're going to see with this one. But yes, eventually I'll have other cars, and I'll get to those later. So I'd like to start off with the engine bay, because this is where all my time, money, and work has been put into, so this is going to go extremely quick. Pretty much I've done almost a full rebuild. This is exactly what I wanted the car to look like, with the red and the silver in here, with also having that strut brace across, and every mod in here that I've done is pretty much complete. Done the timing belt, the water pump, all of the head gasket. Pretty much everything has been replaced. The only 2 things that have not been replaced is going to be my oil pan gasket and anything to do with the block, and then the power steering rack and pump. That all needs to be replaced eventually. So those are 2 things in this engine bay and anything to do with this that I'm going to be replacing. And if this isn't obvious already, I'll add that anything that breaks on this car is obviously going to get replaced, but this is just things that I have planned, not things that have already broken. Kind of piggybacking off of the engine bay a little bit, I do want to talk about a few performance mods I might do to this car. That's absolutely nothing. Honestly, I want to keep this car as stock as possible when it comes to performance. It's been extremely reliable for me, and I don't want to mess that up. I've seen people have turbos, I've seen people add superchargers, I've seen people do tons of different things. They're pushing so much power that the car just becomes unreliable at that point, and that's not what I want to do. This car makes very little power, so I want to keep it that way. I know things can happen, I know I can break the car still, but I'd like to keep this as reliable as I possibly can, just because I can get in it, I can drive it, I can beat the crap out of it. Honestly, I drive this car pretty hard if I want to, and I don't have a problem. And as it sits right now, the only performance mod I've actually done is the strut brace and then upgraded sway bars, and that's it. So it's really just handling. So I'm not too worried about going faster in a straight line. I'm literally only worried about handling better. That's really all. Now I'd like to move on to the exterior of this car, because this is the part where I'm really torn on. I don't know if I should switch the color or just repaint it and keep the color. I've also debated things like wrapping it and maybe just sanding down this color so that way I can wrap it and change the color however I'd like. I've been completely torn. I see a color, I like that color, and then I fall in love with that color, but then I see another color and the same thing happens again. It's kind of a never-ending process, to be honest with you. As far as Alpine White goes, I'm extremely happy with it. I love this color. I especially think that once I added the phone dials, everything was accentuated so much better and the car looks so much cleaner. But there are a few problems with this body, and I'll show you. Now overall, I'd give this car's body and paint like a 6 out of 10. I don't think it's perfect. It has its fair share of problems, but I also don't think it's the worst I've ever seen. Most of the problems honestly are on the passenger side. The driver's side is the best side, so most of the stuff you see on Instagram, TikTok, all the edits, any pictures I do, I mostly do the driver's side for a reason. The passenger side, however, it is pretty bad. Now I know on camera this might not show up the best, so you are going to see some up close shots, but this side is the side that has a little bit of rust. It's not much, but it's enough to make me really not like it. I want to get it fixed, but I can't do that until I decide what color I want to do, because whatever color I decide to do has to be painted over that rust. And of course, when we look all over this side of the car, there's a tons of dings, dents, scratches, everything, but that's all over the car. I've already fixed a lot of paint chips on the front end and the rear and the side, everywhere. I fixed the front bumper a little bit. It makes it better, but it's not perfect. So I really have to figure out what color I want to do. And as far as color options go, I'm pretty torn because I really like the Alpine White. I'm not a huge fan of true white, so having that little bit of a warm hue to it is really nice. And I think Alpine White is one of the best whites you can get on a car. But with that said, there are a few colors that I have found that I absolutely love, and I think it would look really good on this car because nobody's ever done them before, but also they're Porsche colors. And I won't remember the exact names or how to pronounce them correctly, so I'll have like a text come up with a picture of that color as well. So the first color is going to be Cartagena yellow, I believe it's called. It's like a green yellow color. I honestly really love it on this car, but I've never seen one before. Now the Cartagena yellow I first saw in Atlanta, Georgia when I was down at the Porsche Experience Center. It was on the new 911 Carrera T hybrid, and I fell in love with it instantly. But because it's a new Porsche color, obviously they're not going to have any cars that are classics in that color. But I think it honestly would really work on this car because I've seen similar ones on 911s of the same era, but not a 944. Well, I just realized I was supposed to be filming this whole video in 4K, and it's been filming in 1080p this whole time. Bruh. So I hope you guys are fine with 1080p video for one single week. The next color I want to do is called Nordic Gold Metallic. Now this one I actually saw at a different Porsche dealership by my house for the first time on a brand new 911. I think it was a Carrera T. I can't remember, but these Carrera T colors honestly are really hitting lately. So I really love orange. Orange is my absolute favorite color. I think it's pretty obvious. I've made that very obvious. And I would love to do orange on this car, but the problem is orange is not the most exciting color, if I'm going to be honest. It is my favorite color, but I think that there's certain shades that look good on cars and certain shades that don't. If I was to do like a true bright orange on this car, I don't think it would look good at all. That's why I want to go with a more burnt orange or a copper or more of a gold tone, something with a metallic flake to it. I think that would work really well on this. Also, I've seen Elliot at 944 Barn. I've seen his orange car, and it honestly just put me off of that color because it was such a bright orange. It just wasn't for me. And then of course there's other colors that I want to do on this. I've thought about a dark, like a moss green. I've thought about yellows. I've thought about reds. I've thought about blues. I've thought about every color. Green I don't want to do because, you know, Erica has that green, you know, British Racing green 944. I don't want to copy, and I don't want to even get close, but there are some different shades of green I've thought about because the Cartagena yellow is more of a green in my opinion, and I love green too. And I've thought about blues, but honestly there's not a whole lot of blues that I think look good on this car. It's either got to be a really dark or really light. I don't think true blues like royal or cobalt blues look too good on this car. While they look good, I don't think it's more my taste. And then as far as yellows go, I love summer yellow. I love Pasadena yellow. I love all those like lighter shades of yellow. I'm not a huge fan of that true yellow color, and I also do kind of like the darker yellows, I'll be honest. When it comes to colors, you'll probably notice that I don't like things that are true to color in the middle of the spectrum. I like them to be either really light and muted, or like them to be really dark and neutral. And honestly too, I've thought about just doing a brown color because I have tan and brown interior, and I thought that would look really good, you know, kind of have that chocolate peanut butter with the mocha exterior vibes. I really would like that, but I don't know which shade of brown I would go with because there are so many different shades of brown and they all scream a different type of classy, or there's so many different moods they can convey that I just don't know which one I would go with, if I'm being honest. Now, the only thing on the body I can think of to do as far as mods go is a rear turbo valence. That's the only thing I can think of because I really want to do one. I've always loved them. I think they look fantastic, especially on the NA cars. Also, I got to figure out what color I'm going to do because I don't want to go putting one on here if I'm going to go switching the color. And then the other thing to consider with picking the colors is the wheel option. Now, there are millions of wheel options I can pick from, obviously, and I can pick that after the fact to pick the color, but I would like to have that ahead of time so I know how good it's going to look with that color. Now, the phone dials I think look good with any color. They're just basic silver wheels, and they give off a nice vibe. But I would really like to have a wheel option picked out when I pick the color out, so that way I can know what color wheels to get and all sorts of things. Because honestly, if I pick Cartagena yellow, I'm going to end up just using the phone dials and making them maybe a 3-piece wheel or making them look nice. But if I pick brown, I'm not going to keep these wheels. I'm going to probably do something with a gold tint or something along those lines. And then if I was to pick the Nordic Gold, I probably wouldn't keep these wheels either. It's just one of those things where I think I could use a different color wheel, also a different style. There's a million different things I could pick from. So now I actually want to talk about the wheels because you see I have phone dials, and phone dials I think are one of the best wheels that Porsche offered stock because they look good on just about every car. Very generic style wheel. So I think it's a great wheel. It's obviously stood the test of time, but if I had to pick any wheel for this car, I would get some BBS LMs. Ever since I laid my eyes on them, I thought they were perfect, and honestly, I'd just do a basic silver, maybe like a light gray, like a powder coated look, kind of how these are. And I think that would look good on most of the colors I would pick. I don't think it would look that good with a brown exterior. I think it would look great if I just redid the Alpine White because I've already seen somebody do that before. I think it would look great if I did Cartagena yellow or the Nordic Gold. I think that would be an fantastic option, light color or light color wheel, but there's not a whole lot of colors that I think would match those wheels. So it's really important to pick the right color with those wheels as well. And I know you're saying maybe pick the color and then pick the wheel, but the problem is I've looked at millions of different wheels and those are the only wheels that I truly think look so good on this car other than the phone dials. Now moving on to the interior, and honestly, there's not a whole lot in here that I need to do. I've already added the Momo steering wheel, which is my favorite mod. Everybody compliments it. Everybody loves it. They ask me where I got it, you know. Already done the shift boot with the leather around there. Already added, you know, some carpet to the dash to kind of hide the cracks. I've already replaced the carpet in the hatch. I've done a lot of things in here. I am really pointing in the direction of keeping this car more original than I am modifying it too much, other than the color and the wheel option. Now, really the only thing I have to get in this interior fixed that would make the biggest difference of all is just get new seats, or at least get them rewrapped in new leather, vinyl, whatever, but they have rips in them and they're pretty bad rips. Now, you can't see them when you're looking from the driver's side in, but when you look at the passenger side in, you can see them pretty bad. But I would love to fix these seats specifically, but I want some sports seats in this car. Now, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you would know I have a set of sports seats actually in the garage. Problem is, I don't have the money to fix them up right now, so I'm just selling them so I can get some money to fix up other things, which I'll get to in a second. I wish they were the time for this car, but they're not the time for this car yet. I don't think buying seats and trying to put seats in this car when it's like an accessory item is the right time to do it. I'd rather focus on the mechanical things, making sure the car runs good, making sure the car's gonna be reliable, rather than making sure the car looks good. Now, moving on to the electronics of this car in the interior, I would love to get a new radio, but I don't know which one 100%. And honestly, I'm loving the cassettes. That's the only reason I haven't done it yet. There are a few I'm looking at. There's a new Blaupunk one that has Bluetooth, but that's like $550. I'm not spending that much money on a radio. There's like two Continental ones that are about $200 a piece. Those look really good, and the yellow lights would really match the yellow lights on the car already, but I really would miss the cassettes, and I have built up, let me show you, I've actually built up a lot of cassettes over the years owning this car. That's just a few of them. I have more at home. I usually just kind of swap them in and out depending on the season, and I would miss that. Now, when it comes to the rear of the car, there's not a whole lot of stuff to do, and I just got new taillights, so that's really all there is back here to do, other than this little Porsche script text back here that I got to replace, but I'm not replacing that until I figure out what color I'm going to do. There is a lot of stuff to do underneath the car that I'm talking about, and that's going to be my transmission and exhaust setup. Stock transmission, obviously, I'm not going to change that, but I would like to get it serviced, maybe put a new transmission in there, something to make this car be better. I also would like to get a new clutch in here eventually, because this clutch is not slipping, but it's also not going 100%. And then I'd also like to get new CV axles on here, because my current ones are leaking really bad and are eventually going to fail, so I have to get those probably done before the end of winter. And really the only performance mod I would maybe call it is back here is the exhaust. I love my exhaust. I think it sounds really good, but the problem I have is that I can hear the engine whine from the balance shafts more than I hear the exhaust out of the back of the car. I know it's only a 4-cylinder. I know it's only making 143 horsepower. I know it's supposed to be quiet. I know there's a catalytic converter on there, but I would love to get that cat into a high flow cat, and I would love to put a dance exhaust on here. I think they sound the best. Here's a little clip of them. Now, they are expensive though, which is the problem. I've come across a few deals here and there, but it's again one of those things where I think that it's more of an accessory and it's not necessary just yet. So really, there's not too much to do to this car. It's more of just what's gonna break and I'll fix it, and then what do I kind of see. But honestly, let me know your opinions too, because I would love to hear what you guys think about all the color options, the wheel options, everything I want to do to this car as far as maybe seats and everything. But honestly, this car is going to take me so long, so by the time I get there, it's probably going to look totally different. I'm taking this car at a really slow pace. So I really hope you guys did enjoy this video and got a good look at everything that goes through my mind when it comes to working on my 944 and the vision that I have for it in the future. And I will say, part of this video was actually filmed on my brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max, which is what you're seeing right now. And I wanted to do this because I really like the quality that I'm seeing from this, but also because I forgot the cable to hook my microphone up to my camera. Bruh. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this quality. But again, I hope you guys can see all the things that I want to do to my 944, and really this should help push the vision forward, so that way all of you guys can see exactly what's going through my mind, because there's a lot and things change over time, and I'm sure I'm going to put this video out and things are going to change next week of what I want to do to this car. But that's going to be all I have here for you guys this week, and I really do appreciate all who have made it this far. And please don't forget, go vote on those 2 comments down below on my new upload schedule, so that way you guys can have a say in how often I upload. And again, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed, and make sure you share it with a friend. And also don't forget to subscribe. About 75% of you guys are not subscribed. It might even be more at this point, to be honest, but please make sure you guys subscribe. It really helps out the channel. It's completely free, and all you have to do is press one single button and it helps out tremendously. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you guys drive safe, and I love you guys.